I'm Chantel Roberts, and I'm an expert witness for claims handling standards, practices, and procedures. I was an adjuster for 20 plus years. The Art of Adjusting is a vlog to help professionals and lay people alike understand a bit more about the claims insurance industry. For the next 2 months, we'll be taking a look behind the scenes of a claims department and the daily activities of an average adjuster. Today, I'm starting off with good faith claims handling. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners, the NAIC, publishes model laws, guidelines, and regulations. First, it's important to know that only a court or a jury can determine if an adjuster or an insurer has committed bad faith. If the adjusters adhere to the guidelines, then they stay on the right side of claims handling. There are 14 unfair claims practices defined in the model rules. I can't go over all of them due to time constraints, but here are the breaches that I see most often in my work as an expert witness. Number 1, failing to inform the insured of policy provisions. The adjuster must inform the insured of what benefits he or she has under the policy. The best time to do this is during the initial phone call with the insured. This is also the best time to let the insured know what coverages he or she may not have as a result of the claim. I discussed this in the reservation of rights video of August 11th. Number 2, failing to acknowledge communications with reasonable promptness. That last part is really important. Not communicating for 2 months is likely not reasonable. Likewise, sending the same letter over and over again, asking for the same thing, is usually indicative of an adjuster just dialing it in, not paying attention to what's going on. However, if the case, or in the case of a catastrophe, it may be reasonable not to hear from the adjuster for 2 months as he or she is working in the background to move the file towards resolution. Number 3, delaying payment of the claim and by demanding a formal proof of loss and subsequent verification, which results in duplicative information. This is an interesting one. The majority of policies state that the insurer can request a formal proof of loss, but the estimate of damages usually has all the information that the insurer needs to make payment. The issue is the delay of payment. If the insured has provided all of the information, the insurer cannot continuously delay in paying the claim, waiting for a formal proof of loss. Number 4, failing to timely deny coverage, failing to timely settle the claim when the extent of damages is known, failing to state in writing why coverages have been denied, and failing to promptly provide a reasonable and accurate explanation about the denial or the settlement. This is actually a combination of 2 regulations, but they usually go hand in hand when I see them. First, if the claim is to be denied, a declination letter needs to be sent. The claim cannot be just verbally denied. And if the claim is to be settled, then a letter needs to be sent to the insured outlining what coverages are applicable to the loss and what is being paid under each coverage, how much is being paid under each coverage. Essentially, this is saying adjusters need to communicate in writing with the insured. Number 5, refusing to pay claims without conducting a reasonable investigation. This is huge right now, with adjusters immediately denying COVID-19 claims as soon as they see that there's a virus exclusion on the policy. This week, I've discussed the NAIC and good faith claims handling regulations. Adjusters who follow these guidelines tend to handle their claims fairly. Every claim is different, and every insurer has different protocols for handling losses. However, this being the litigated world we're in, see below for some legalese. Few claims go to a jury trial, and picking an expert who has been deposed the most or has gone to trial the most may not be the correct expert. Failing to have a second set of eyes on the claim in order to save on expenses isn't always the best way to resolve a loss. As an expert witness and former claims adjuster, I'm sharing my experience in the art of adjusting. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your time.